Greetings! I've stolen his line.
It's fine, you can take my line.
It's the captain here.
I'm Chappers.
And we are with the amazing, famous, infamous
You're infamous
Elmsley from Orange.
Apparently so.
New toys. In fact, what we need now is some funeral music.
Yeah.
Sad face, black armband time. Everybody, the Tiny Terror in 2016 is sailing to pastures new. It will be no more. And to celebrate its life on planet Earth, Orange are doing a kind of a hand-wired, I believe it's hand-wired, isn't it, Abe?
Point to point.
Yes, point to point.
Chrome finished, sexy version of and highly limited
Stainless steel chassis, yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I think it's an absolutely brilliant
What you'll need to do is probably, can you see the screen printing on the front, or is it difficult when
we can get some images of the one outside with the lighting and everything, because it's much easier to film.
But it sounds like this. And it would sound even better if I played the riff properly. But it's the speaker in the cabinet is...
There's 210 now on Eco Golds.
That's about the most expensive speakers that you could possibly have put in. And I bet
well, they just sound nice.
Yeah.
The sad news is that there are only 110 shiny Terrors available, and one of them's mine.
Yes, Rob's decided to buy one, that's fair enough. But I will get a couple for Andertons, because I think they're kind of cool. So, Rob, have a play, go on, have a play. Yes, you just shred it.
Everyone on YouTube is going to want to join the 110 club and get one of these amps.
Let me see if I can angle it so that you can see the... See the
I'm also going to kill two birds. I'm going to kill two birds while we're doing this. I am going to fucking... We're going to put a two-stroke in front of it.
Do
you know what? I had dinner with Dan Steinhardt last night, who is a bit of another electronics whiz, and he was saying about the whole way amps are wired, and that it's a big part of the reason things like hand-wired sound different from PCB and point-to-point stuff. It's just, if you just take the same components but lay them out differently, and all the electromagnetic sort of fields then change as the components...
Oh yeah, well of course that's a factor.
And so it's like, not necessarily
the main difference in the sound on that is the fact that there's no hookup wire really.
Yeah.
It's just the component legs soldered to the component legs.
Yeah.
So it's effectively solid core wire. Now high frequency travels across the surface of a wire.
Right, I didn't know that.
So if it's solid core, it's always going to be purer and get through cleaner.
Okay.
You know, so it's more upfront sounding than the PCB. It's the best way.
So it's going to cut through a mix better and easier.
Yeah. this. That's just clean gain, 12 dB.
Okay.
When it's down, it's at unity. These are 2 parametrics, just simple ones.
So if we just clean the amp up, can it be used as a traditional distortion pedal, or does it kind of?
Well, it'll just push it.
So it's more tube screamery in a way.
Well, no, not really. It's just, I mean, it depends. I mean, just the gain will do this if you play it. But then you can make a treble boost by doing that.
So that's the 2-stroke. I noticed this thing over here.
Yeah, we'll plug that in. We'll get that going.
The amp detonator.
You're really enjoying making pedals at the moment, aren't you, mate?
I'm just having a bit of fun with it, like we all do, you know. It's got to be. I'll leave that plugged into there. So, is that the lead from the amp? That's the lead from the amp. So we'll go A there. We'll plug another lead into B.
What do you need to do?
I'm going to plug that. I'm going to do the Tiny Terror and the Supro.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the middle input, right in the middle. Bosh, yeah, and then pop.
Tremendously enjoyable.
So really an ABY then, but with a phase switch and a buffered output, which is kind of cool, isn't it?
And the transformer is the B. It's a transformer isolation on B.
Oh, okay.
So it sorts out any earth.
Ground, yeah, so automatic kind of ground.
The transformer's got like a low end roll off and a high end roll off.
Right, okay.
So I gave it Xanax and fed it a smiley face to cancel it out.
Well, that's cool.
And the switching noise.
Super low noise, yeah.
In fact, I mean, my guitar's on, but you can't hear anything at all.
And yeah, how much these are going to cost?
129 or something like that. Yeah.
Cool. I'll put a link. I can't remember. This is a little bit more expensive, and I can't remember exactly. So I'll put a link in the description below.
Just put stupidly
expensive.
Yeah. They're not going to be cheap, and they're pretty much all sold. So you better be
my
quick
brain in gear says something like head in the cab is the best part of 2,000.
The head's about $2 grand, I think.
No, I think it's the head. I think the whole thing's about.
It comes. It doesn't come.
Yeah. I think the whole.
They're serial numbered together, the cabs and the heads.
That's great.
I bet you that cab sounds absolutely ridiculous through almost any guitar amplifier as well, doesn't it?
It's great, yeah.
I wish I was a bassist because you got a few bass stuff.
I thought there was a bass
stuff.
There's some really cool bass stuff.
4-stroke.
Yeah.
Always go for 4 strokes over 2 if you can.
It's the same output stage as the OB1.
Yeah.
Well, I did a new preamp for this model, you know, so 4-band parametric. That's hence 4-stroke. Plus minus 18 dB. It's one of the bass amp you can get any sound out of. So if I flatten it, it's nice flat as well. So the natural sort of flat sound is.
Can I just say my trousers flapped?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's going to clip the proverbial out of the camera mic.
But you can get.
What are you running it through? Is it a 410?
Your 410 and 115.
Oh, we're doing the whole thing, are we?
But you can also do. You can totally change it with the EQ. You know.
You play, I'll fiddle. What are we running both controls here at like 9 o'clock. So how much?
That's compression.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Right. Okay. But we got so much more headroom to go.
Oh yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's a 6 dB pad on the front.
What's the output?
It's Class AB, 300 or 500.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It sounds a hell of a lot louder than that kind of. It's like a real 300 watts as opposed to a made up. No way that's going to not clip the
That's making my sinuses clear. That's great.
Okay, cool. Well, look, we like that.
And the compressors.
Foot switchable, is it? What about if we really, really compress it up?
Yeah, then it'll start lighting up.
It's made me feel slightly sick in an enclosed space like this. So I think that's safe to say that there was a lot of air being moved in this room. Cool.
Well, there you go.
Rock and roll.
Great new things from Orange.
Always.
Thanks, Aid. Really
Always.
appreciate the
Cheers,
chat,
Aid.
the bant.
Yes, that's it really, isn't it? I apologise if these endings are getting slightly sort of tiresome, but we've done, look, this is like 20th video in a day and I'm gone.